On high, pop up in the right side.
For some reason, it wasn't connecting.
Welcome back to the Almond Road campus. I know we were gone for a while, apparently. We are in the bottom of the third inning. It is 3-1 Mustangs. Bottom of the second inning. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. As the pitch is outside to Sam Schmidt. I think it is 2 balls and 1 strike. Jaquez popped out about 45 feet up the first base line to the first baseman Callis. And we have 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
Sorry for the...
Grounded to the left side. Fielded by Farina cleanly. A dart over to first base is in time. Gets Schmidt by a step. And 2 up, 2 down here for Bennett Musser.
Now batting the catcher, Jake Hall.
At the end of the day, we are still a non-for-profit broadcast.
It's okay. At least we figured it out now. Shout out to my mother.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Palazzolo.
Technical difficulties. Warren scored here early in the bottom of the first inning with a pass ball.
Were we gone the entire time?
We were.
Oh, my goodness.
Badgley scored on a wild pitch in the bottom half of the first inning as Hall takes a curveball outside. And then Mundelein answered with 3 in the top half of the second after 2 errors. So we'll just ignore, the first inning and a half didn't count.
It's the top of the first right now, isn't it?
It is. It is. They answered with 3-1. We find ourselves here at the Allman campus. We will re-give the lineups here soon.
As a pitch is fouled off the foot of Hall, and the count's now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hall, the 8-hitter, and the Warren lineup looks like this. Badgley, Barons, and Shills. Lyons, Font, and Jacques in the middle. Schmidt, Hall, and Palmieri rounding it out against Mundelein pitcher Bennett Musser.
The 1-1 home from Musser's in the dirt, and the count's now 2 balls and 1 strike on the junior catcher. Like we mentioned when you couldn't hear us, it's a great crowd and great day for baseball. After a rain out yesterday, April showers bring 50-degree weather the next day. Or May showers.
That was a really good intro by you, and that's
I know,
on me
it
because I
really,
screwed
it really
up.
makes me sad now. The pitch hits Hall, and he throws the bat. He'll jog to first base, and now the tying run is in the form of Nick Palmieri, the right fielder. Palmieri batting .262 this year, 9 RBIs. 11 hits this year, 10 singles, and 1 double.
Now batting the right fielder, number 21.
Wearing the number 21 today. Wind blowing in. Actually, wind blowing from left to right, Nick.
Maybe. Sorry. I think in from left, I think.
The first pitch is a shallow pop-up to the right side. It is caught by Week, and that will retire the side. The Blue Devils get no runs on no hits and leave 1 on base. We go to the 3rd inning. It's Mustangs 3, Blue Devils 1. You're listening to the Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Welcome back to the Allman Road campus. It's Mustangs 3, Blue Devils 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Mustangs. Drew Wellington, the Eastern Illinois commit, as we mentioned when you couldn't hear us, is that he is going to Eastern Illinois.
I apologize for that.
The first pitch from Lyons is swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. Lyons needs some run support. I know he gave up 3 runs in the
He just needs a hit.
last inning.
Could we start with a hit, maybe?
We have a run.
We do we do have a run, but I'd like more hits. More hits is good.
Jacques way off the line and way in the grass. The pitch is a bunt attempt right up towards us.
Looks like
but
me.
over us.
Unfortunately, the foul bunt went over the press box and
we've
over
seen
the netting.
We've seen a foul bunt go over. We've seen a pitch go over, a bounce pitch, but we didn't see a foul ball last inning go over.
Wacky times here at the Allman campus.
Game of baseball, you gotta love it. The 0-2 home, a slider are in there. Called strike 3, and Wellington is set down on strikes on 3 pitches. 1 away.
The right fielder, Daniel Pacella.
So in steps Daniel Pacella. He was committed to Kentucky at freshman, sophomore year level. And he decommitted and is going to Illinois State to be closer to home, as Palmieri will step about 3 to 5 feet away from the right field fence. The first pitch, line to the left side. Chasing after his Palazzolo. It is in foul territory and foul ball.
Of course, right when you put a pull shift in the outfield, Pacella just goes the other way with it. As I mentioned, when you also couldn't hear us, he had 8 home runs.
And he's grinning as he runs back and knowing that that's not very often he does that.
Right.
And it's just a couple about 5 feet away from being fair.
If he played on an MLB team, they just stick their all 7 defensive guys on the right side of the field.
The 0-1 misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, last year, I think the entire Blue Devil outfield was on the right side and all playing at the wall.
Sounds about right.
The 1-1 home swung on high, pop up on the left side in foul territory. It will get out of play,
That was a major
causing
league.
some fans to run away.
That was a major league pop-up right there.
Yeah.
That thing was up there.
That was, and we don't have like a all glass booth, but we have a decent sized view. But
I
lost it. I lost it. I thought it was.
We all lost it.
I didn't know because Hall was chasing after it. I didn't know. I thought it was more towards third base. So I thought Jock was going to make a play, but we were all wrong. So the count's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Pacella calls time, as Lyons was shaking off his battery mate, Jake Hall.
Josh, did you give Warren defensively?
I will
Since we
give
came
it to you
back?
right now. It's Palazzolo, Badgley, and Palmieri in the outfield left to right, with Jacquez, Shills, Font, and Barons rounding out the infield. Jake Hall has the plate, and stepping off the mound is Kendall Lyons.
Lions' first time out since his start against Carmel, 3 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 punch-outs, only 74 pitches.
The 1-2 slider flied into left center field. Palazzolo underneath it. He makes the grab with the left hand with the glove on it. If you catch it in that glove, it is an out, and that is what just happened. 2 away.
Yeah, just a really good job by Palazzolo tracking it, especially in the wind. It started out and looked to be in center, but kind of drifted.
In steps Strickland.
Now batting the third baseman, Tommy Strickland.
Strickland reached on a strikeout, pass ball or wild pitch. Scored the Mustangs' first run. First pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. Strike 1, and all points to the first base umpire asking if he swung, and Lyons just goes palms up. What?
I've done that a handful of
What?
times as a catcher. Is like you point because the umpire doesn't give an automatic or a strike call right away.
The 0-1 swung on, grounded to left side, fielded cleanly by Shills. The throw takes Barons off the bag. He tags the runner Strickland, and now retire the side. They go 3 up, 3 down for the second time this game. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is Mustangs 3, Blue Devils 1. You're listening to the Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Welcome back to the Elman Road campus. Here in the bottom of the third inning,
Number 12, center fielder
Charlie Badgley will lead off for the Devils in his second at-bat today.
Josh, it is a second at-bat, but we never gave uniform descriptions even when we were on air. Warren going with the home whites, blue numbers, gold outline, gold sleeves, white on white, as Mundelein goes with red and gray jerseys as Badgley takes a fastball outside. Red and gray jerseys, gray underarms, a couple-inch stripe underneath the underarms on the side of the uniforms. Red hats and white pants with red pinstripes.
Thank you for that, Nick. The 1-0 is fouled, line foul to the left side.
Okay, now I don't feel as bad for screwing up the audio, because
that's all right. I was going to say something, but I
got to give
I
the
was gonna let
viewers
you
what they
figure it
want.
out.
Yeah, got to
I
get
was
the.
going to let you figure it out.
Sorry, I'm new here.
Yeah.
It's like broadcast number 8, and I'm still new.
We're just easing into it. Spring training for us, too. The 1-1 is on the outer third, called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Badgley.
Badgley walks more than he strikes out. Is definitely a quality you want in a leadoff hitter.
The 1-2 home swung on and grounded foul to the right side, giving first base coach and assistant coach Dan Word a little bit of a
I think
car
Coach Word.
dealership blow up.
Yeah, I think Coach Word was trying to do the YMCA there. Not really sure what that was. He was just kind of moving his arms.
Nick, you were at the Sox game as well. Sox-Cubs game.
It was the Cubs game. They played at Wrigley.
They played at Wrigley, but there's a lot more Sox fans.
Okay.
Were you partaking in the YMCA?
I was.
You were, okay.
I was. Big
I
fan.
couldn't feel my hands. Like I didn't want to get them out of the hand warmer. So
Big fan of the YMCA at ballparks.
The 1-2 is bounced in front of the plate. Didn't get over the net. Not even close. And the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. If it hits the lip of the plate, it gets over. If it does hit the lip, at that time it hit it a little bit, but not enough to get it enough
I'm a big fan
airtime.
I'm a big fan of the YMCA at ballparks. Not a fan of the wave. Hate the wave.
Yeah, no.
Stop the wave.
The wave sucks.
Yeah.
The
Macarena,
2-2 home is upstairs, and the count's now run full to leadoff man Charlie Badgley. Yeah, no, there's no wave. Watch the game.
Huge fan of the YMCA.
The YMCA is in between innings, so
exactly.
you're not.
I don't need a wave. I don't need somebody in section 127 trying to start something that's cool for those stadiums.
3, 2, 1. No,
yeah,
come
we should
on.
ban the wave.
Watch the game.
Ban the wave. No fighting in the bleachers. I know that.
We watched that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that all transpire.
Did you hear the comments in the background?
We're gonna leave this. This is a family-friendly broadcast.
Not made for kids, according to the button I clicked on YouTube
last week. Musser to Badgley. The 3-2 home swung on, ground softly towards Musser. He fields it with the bare hand. The throw over to first is in time. A great play. Fielding his position is Bennett Musser, and Badgley goes down 1-3. As that'll bring up Adam Barron's got on via the AE5 through the 5 hole. No pun intended, or no jokes intended.
Nobody outside of anybody who understands baseball would understand that.
You know, Mike Carter would understand that.
He would.
We were muted. He is a former NHL ref. We were talking to him before the game. Got to work a game, Detroit versus Chicago in the old Chicago Stadium.
Awesome, dude. Love Mike.
Pitch is a bit outside, but called strike 1 by Mr. Carter. Yeah, he was telling me. I'm just surprised he lived to tell the story of Detroit and Chicago. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strikes, and it's got to put it in there for my uncle. Detroit does suck. They do indeed.
And a lot of things, actually.
Yes. Not just hockey, but
I think
most importantly hockey.
We do have a podcast. That's where we talk about all things sports.
Do we?
They Hear Me Out, Sports Talk Pod. It has been a while. Find it's where you ever get your podcast.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed at a high fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Go ahead.
I do think the Lions might potentially be better than the Bears this year.
Yeah.
Like, they just have a lot more younger talent. Like, the Bears wide receiver 2 is Byron Pringle. I was like, that. I mean, it's nothing to write home about.
Some pretty good chips. The 1-2 is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I unmute us and we're off the rails.
I'm not a huge Pringles fan. I'm not even a Lay's fan. Give me with the Cape Cod chips.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like me some kettle cooked chips.
Yeah. Anything that like the baked lays. The
Yeah.
2-2 home swung on, lined into left field, right at the left fielder Seminaro. He makes the grab with two hands, and there is a baseball game, and there are two away.
Now batting number
As
2,
Adam Shills
Adam Shills.
will step up to the plate. He grounded out 1-3 on a swinging bunt, advanced the runners.
As I mentioned in the first inning, good on Adam Shills for not having an empty at bat. Got down 1-2 in the count and was just able to put the ball in play, able to move the runners up, and that's how Badgley was able to score on a wild pitch. Because if Shills doesn't put that ball in play, Badgley doesn't get to third, and the Blue Devils don't score early.
First pitch is bounced in, 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, the only lays I will eat are the baked lays.
Okay.
That's probably the only.
I respect it.
Just more flavor, and you get more. You don't get
More.
You don't just get a bag of air.
This is true.
That's my problem.
Are you one of those weirdos who opens your chip bag from the bottom?
Oh no.
No? Okay. All right.
The pitch is outside ball 2.
So you are sane.
Also not a fan of you just like popping the bag
No,
open
that's-
like, come on.
Because it goes everywhere,
on.
and then you got to clean it up. Not a
Well,
big fan.
usually you don't clean it up after
Yeah.
you do it.
And then you get
It's one of
yelled
those
at.
like third grade cafeteria jokes. that you
Everybody
do.
looks around because it's so
The big
funny.
pop and oh, what happened?
Yeah, everybody's looking. And one table of boys is just laughing.
The 2-0 lined into left center field gets down into the alleyway. Wellington will chase after it. Shills will coast into second base, and a 2-out double for Adam Shills puts a runner in scoring position for the first time for the Blue Devils
Really
since
good-
the first inning.
Yeah, really good job by Shills. Just, he took an elevated fastball outer third. He just was able to shoot it the other way. Good on him not trying to pull that base.
Hit number 1 for the Blue Devils today. As Kendall Lyons looks to help himself out. Shills has really improved, and we talked about it as we honored Coach Clint Smothers for his 300th win earlier before pregame. You didn't hear that when we talked about it earlier.
Professional segue.
Shills has really, as the first
Go,
pitch
go,
gets
go.
away from the catcher Connolly, and Shills will advance 90 feet and is 90 feet away from scoring. Like we were talking about, the 300th win for Clint Smothers was the comeback win against Highland Park.
Was.
And
I had no part in that. I was warming up pitchers in the bullpen.
you were doing great.
So I was.
You almost got put into the game in the 15-2.
I did.
But
glad I wasn't. I'm glad I wasn't.
But Shills has been like a really good hitter since that point with the 2 home runs, the 7 RBIs in the last 2 innings. As Lions will face Musser, the 1-0 home is upstairs, ball 2. Tony Font is ready and waiting in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, this is a situation if you're Lions where you're not trying, you're up in the count 2-0. Don't chase. You're looking for one pitch in one spot. For Lions, that's probably a fastball middle in.
The pitch swung on, ground ball, and fair gets inside the line. Shills will score. Lions helps himself out, cuts the lead in half, points to the dugout with Devil Horns. And the Blue Devils have cut the lead in half with their second hit. It's 3-2.
That's what I was just saying. You're looking one pitch, one spot. He got that fastball middle in right where Kendall likes it, and he was just able to pull it in the line.
As the courtesy runner for Lions, as he gets greeted in the dugout by everybody, is senior Alex Cortez.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, the second
Tony
baseman,
Font
number
will
6,
step in.
Tony Font.
Font went down on strikes in his at-bat in the first inning. Not a huge lead from Cortez. The first pitch from Musser is in the dirt and gets away from Connolly. There is no throw as Cortez advances into scoring position. So the tying run is in scoring position for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, especially with a team like Mundelein, they don't usually shoot themselves in the foot by mistakes. We saw it in the first inning, which you guys did not hear. We apologize once again. But the first 2 plays, a drop third, error on the first baseman, Callis. He just dropped the ball at first, and then an E5.
The 1-0 home is in there, called strike 1, so the count's now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And right now for Warren, the only thing they've got going is they've been able to take advantage of Mundelein's errors so far just by the ground, just by the pass balls, the wild pitches. As somebody is warming up in the Mundelein bullpen, I'm not sure who that is. Once we find out, we will let you know.
The pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike, I believe, is the count on Font, if I'm not mistaken. 1 in, 2 out, runner on second. Musser comes set, kicks and delivers. Swung on, ground ball to the left side, foul. It was a slow dribbler.
I believe warming up in the Mustang bullpen is the junior Zach Johnson, number 24. You know, bright day here at the Almond campus with the gray makes it hard to see. But if you can look at a roster and just kind of make it out, I think you'll be able to
I
do
had
that.
binoculars last year.
Yeah.
Totally forgot them this year. The runner goes on 3-2. The pitch is ground ball to the left side, fielded by Strickland. The throw over to first is in time. A great play by Strickland. He was running towards the bag because Cortez was stealing. He goes and gets the ball. Throws a perfect strike to first. That goes down as 5-3. The Blue Devils get one back on a Lions single down the left field line. We go to the fourth inning. It's Mustangs 3, Blue Devils 2. You're listening to the Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Top of the fourth inning here at the Almond Road campus. We got a great game brewing here between the Mustangs and the Blue Devils.
Now batting for the Mustangs, left fielder Christian Seminaro.
As Christian Seminaro steps up to the plate. He walked in his first at-bat, came around to score the second run for the Mustangs. As he steps into the right-handed batter's box, Lions looking for his third 1-2-3 inning. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one.
I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Kendall Lyons today. He's incorporated that slider a lot more as he talked to you over the last couple of days.
The pitch is a slider. It's low and away for ball one.
He started to incorporate that slider more, and with the offensive juggernaut that Mundelein is, you got to go fastball, curve, change, slider. You got to mix it up.
Keep hitters off balance. The pitch is a fastball, 2 balls. 1 strike as it was upstairs.
And in the first couple of innings, you won't really notice it, especially the first time through the order, but your second and third time through the order, that's when you really want to start to mix it up. You never want to throw the same hitter the same sequence of pitches.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is upstairs, ball 3. I believe Lyons throws the slider a lot better when he's working in the wind, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. Because
it's definitely shown.
Yeah, because it's just easier because especially, you start perpendicular to the rubber and then you stop. So it just allows more time to get a grip. As when you come set, it's more of a brief stint.
The 3-1 is a fastball in there called strike 2, and the count's now run full to leadoff batter of the inning, Seminaro, batting .350 on the year.
But especially with Lyons, he has typically more of a slower windup, but more of a self-paced windup. So it allows him just to kind of refine that grip just a little bit more on that slider.
The 3-2 is lined to the right side and through the 3-4 hole. And Seminaro's on base for the second time today.
Now batting the first
As
baseman,
that will bring up Chris Callis. Callis got on. Yes.
I don't know what you're saying.
Game
no,
changer.
yes to.
I believe he got on in the previous inning. I don't know if it was a walk or no. That was Strickland. I believe it was a walk. Don't come after me if I'm. You weren't even listening, people. We didn't even have our mics on, so it doesn't really matter if I'm right or wrong. You can't correct me. You just don't know. As I've become passive aggressive, and he walks. So there we go.
You're good for something.
You did call me the best play-by-play guy that
I did.
Warren's ever seen, and no one heard it.
You're welcome.
So thank you very much.
I guess I'll just have to say it
appreciate
again
it.
so it
Yeah.
goes on record.
You said it once before. It means more when it's actually on record. The first
Ain't that
pitch
the truth?
to Callis is in there, called strike one on a breaker. 7-0 on via the base hit. Here in the top of the fourth inning, as Lions will face the first baseman Callis. He comes set, takes a look, the pitch, a tad low for ball one.
Callis with 13 hits on the year, but only 4 extra base hits out of his 13.
That's what we've seen in a lot of the I almost just said White Sox, the Blue Devil guys this year. I'm just all over the place right now, Nick.
It's all right.
1 ball, 1 strike, no out. The pitch lined into center field. It gets over the glove of Shills, and it's a base hit. And Seminaro will stop at second base, and Bussy will come up to bat. He singled in his last at-bat. I can say that with near certainty.
Josh, while we have a little bit of pause in the action, I noticed as I glance into the Mundelein dugout, they have a stoplight, red light, yellow light, and green light. Will you please explain to us what that is?
So we went and talked with the Mundelein assistant coach prior to the game, and I asked him, what do you guys stoplights? The first pitch is a breaker in there, called strike one. He said it's about the mental game. He said green, you're in a good place. Yellow, you're in an okay place. An umpire made a bad call or you swung at a bad pitch. And red, meaning you're just not in a good place. So they were talking as he shows bunt, pulls back, a slider's in there. And the count's now no balls and 2 strikes. And the first baseman, Callis, said, Coach, how about we bring this to every game? Could you bring it to every game just so we can have a mental reminder? And he said, yeah. So every game this year, they've had the stoplight turned on in the dugout. So I think that's a pretty cool little thing that you don't really get to see at games. The 0-2 home, swung on and missed, strike 3. No need to tag Hall, but he does. And Bussy will go down swinging as Week will step up to the plate. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
And I think part of it, I think the mental thing is smart when we're talking with the assistant coach at Mundelein. You know, they had an emphasis this offseason on the mental thing. And I think that's really important for just all teams. Because, you know, you look at baseball, it's just a game of physicality. But it's more mental than it is physical. I know, as cliche as that might be.
First pitch is low for ball 1.
I know as cliche that might be, but in baseball, you know, this is one of those sports. Softball, the same thing, especially at a more elevated or an accelerated pace. It's more of a mental game because everything's so quick. You need to always be one step ahead, or else you're already behind if you're not one step ahead. I was always in the red light situation. What about you?
Yeah. No, I'll
PL
let this pitch come in. The pitch is a slider in there called strike 1. I like to be in the green. I like to have a clear head. Going into every game, I'm in the green.
Everybody's in the green.
At some point. It's kind of like kindergarten.
Yeah, I just started
You
in
start
red.
in the green, and then if you do something bad, you're in the red, and you have to have a parent call.
Yellow as
the
a
pitch is
warning
in there.
to kind of deter that
Swung on a missed
behavior,
strike
and
two.
then if you just
Yes.
don't listen, red
Yeah.
light.
That's my days with Mrs. Horner in kindergarten. I went to red once,
Okay.
but that's
What was your kindergarten? Did you go to
I went to Gurney Grade School.
Gurney Grade? Oh.
Now River Trail. The 1-2 is a breaker in there. Called strike 3. A great pitch by Kendall Lyons and 2 away.
Yeah, just a really good front door curveball. You know, we've seen him locate that curveball slider, whatever you want to call it. He's got good command of it today. He can locate it wherever he wants.
Now batting the catcher.
So now
Danny Connolly.
steps up the 9-hitter, Danny Connolly. Is looking to drive the runners in. There was first and second, nobody out. Now there's first and second, 2 outs. Lions kicks and delivers a pitch that hits the umpire in the mask as the runners will advance 90 feet. So that's a big Big mistake there.
It's a big mistake, but it also erases any potential force play. You know, Albert hasn't exactly been stellar defensively at third base. Now you're making him make a throw on a ground ball to third as opposed to just running over and touching the bag for the force. So that could potentially be a huge 90 feet. I know in the micro right now it doesn't look like a huge 90 feet, but in the big picture it definitely can play a huge factor.
Speaking of micro, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Micro, and we were talking about the mental side of the game.
Sure.
AP testing is going over the next 2 weeks, and I'm saying this like
No, thank you.
with teams playing these big games, it could take a toll on the body.
Absolutely.
With the mentals of this game.
Absolutely.
As the 1-1 is in the dirt, good stop by Hall. 2 balls and a strike. Hall did this on Monday. He kind of pushes the runner out of the way. I don't know why
The hitter.
he does it.
Hitter.
Or the hitter, sorry. I don't know why he'd push the runner out of the way.
So he's out. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Lions to Connolly. Couple looks, kicks in, delivers. The ball gets away from Hall. The runner will score sliding in. That is Seminaro, and that's a pitch that needs to stay in front of the catcher.
Yeah,
It'll
definitely.
go down as a wild pitch, but that ball just has to stay in front of the catcher. Hall is unable to do that 2 straight times, and now the lead is doubled to 4-2.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where as a catcher, it's like you want to try to keep it in front of you. There's always going to be a couple that get away, but especially in this situation, especially when you battle back to within a run, especially with as good as a team as Mundelein is, you know, you can't just give up these free 90 feet here and there. You got to make them make plays to score runs. And right now, it's at least 2 runs, I believe, that, you know, Warren just has given them.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on, grounded to second base. Font fields it cleanly, throws over in time to get Connolly. Now we'll retire the side. The Mustangs get 1 run on 2 hits and leave a man on third base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Mustangs 4, Blue Devils 2. You're listening to Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Six, seven, 8 hitters due up for the Blue Devils. That is Albert Jacquez, Sam Schmidt, and Jake Hall. As Jacquez will step in with his navy blue high socks. Not sure what that's all about, but with the batting gloves in the back pocket, with batting gloves
No
on,
hoodie today for Albert.
which is very strange. The first pitch from Bennett Musser is swung on and missed at a high fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, I almost said Gabe Schmidt up to bat.
It was not
Up
Gabe
on
Schmidt.
deck.
Yep.
I just
Gabe Schmidt is not on deck.
Well, of course, the pitch is upstairs for ball 1.
That
There's just been so many Schmidts. We have Mr. Schmidt over here in the press box with us, the guy who's not taking over the microphone. And The pitch is low for ball 2. Feels
apparently-
like he's been here for like 10 years.
Who?
Mr. Schmidt.
Oh yeah. He's seen some things.
His life, yeah.
He's seen some things,
He's seen everything.
and then some.
I mean, in all seriousness, he's probably been around for over half of Clint Smothers' victories.
7 years now.
Been around for 7 years. The pitch is on the outer third, called strike 2.
So what year would that be? 2015. Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
there you go. Good math.
Yeah, thank
Quick
you.
math. Oh,
22 minus that 50. Yep, 2015. Yep. College education in America at its finest. Musser at 58 deliveries so far.
the 2-2 is fouled back into the solar farm. 2 balls and 2 strikes still.
Musser only given up 2 hits, has not issued a free pass via the walk. He did hit catcher Jake Hall here in the second inning, I believe.
All right, trivia's up in between these next batters. The pitch is low.
I was thinking about
for
it.
ball 3. It's
I was-
bottom of the 4th.
I was thinking of a trivia question.
Oh, do you have one?
No,
You don't have one,
I was
okay.
thinking I should come prepared with one, but then I just never
Okay.
did.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about it for a while. Thank you to the 4 that are watching on Game Changer and probably not listening to us at the same time.
Or sink it. We appreciate it.
The 3-2 home to Jaquez. Swung on high, pop up to the right side of the infield. Calling for it is the first baseman Callis in foul territory. It is cut. And that's 1 out. So, the Blue Devils, we are honoring Coach Clint Smothers today.
Now batting
Under him, they've only won 1 conference championship. What year did a Clint Smothers coach team win the North Suburban Conference Championship?
Ooh.
You can go online on the YouTube chat. You can tweet at us at pose_Josh at Nick Palazzolo 5. Hashtag White Sox.
Sox
Blue Devil
math.
trivia.
Sox math.
The first pitch is was it a ball or strike? I'm sorry. It was ball outside. Sorry.
Scoreboard's slacking.
I'm very sorry. I've gone like a full 90 degree to the right to look at Nick.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. The pitch is in there, called strike 1.
See, the last time they won.
Where's our TV? I know
Yeah.
Steve Stone and Jace Benetti had one. Where's
yeah.
ours?
Yeah, right
I was
right
gonna
after
bring
I
mine
get
in.
my talk back button.
Yeah. The 1-1 home outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Nick, I'd love to see you be the meteorologist. I'd take a video of it, and I'd pay money to watch you.
Me on
give
a
us
green
the-
screen?
Yeah.
Last time
As
I
long as
used
you wear a dress.
no shot. No shot, pal. Not happening. Not even remotely happening. Suit and tie, sure.
The 2-1 line foul to the left side, not a play. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm trying to think of what year that was they won conference. I think I know. But I'm just trying to go back unless it was. I'm just
I
trying
mean, I
to
think I know now. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I'm almost positive.
It was-
We'll talk in between innings.
Okay. Good before I almost just gave my answer.
The 2-2 home upstairs, ball 3.
Good at bat by Schmidt, able to foul off some tough pitches, work at full, trying to get this to Jake Hall. Because right now, you're going to run into a point of no return where you're just running out of outs. It's like you need to base runners, you need to put pressure on Mundelein right now.
The 3-2 home swung on and grounded to the right side, fielded cleanly by Conley. He puts his hand up, says Musser, I got it, steps on the base. 2 outs, as that'll bring up the catcher, Jake Hall, who is 0 for 1 today. Or actually, no official at bat. Sorry, not giving him credit. He got hit by a pitch
Now batting number
in
5.
the second inning.
He was not too happy that he got hit.
I wouldn't be happy.
I wouldn't be either, but he threw the bat with quite force.
The first pitch is
Quite force,
upstairs.
much force. Much force. English.
G-force.
X-Force.
X-flight.
Mission X flight to Six Flags Tower. Are we clear for takeoff?
Mission X-flight to Six Flags Tower. We are cleared for takeoff. Or sorry, I just completely botched it. The pitch is low.
Jake Hall was not cleared for takeoff as he takes a called strike 1.
Nick, I'm scrolling through the tweeter.
The Twitter.
David Robinson just said that he has his throwback jersey that Sale cut up autographed by sale and hanging in his house.
That's awesome.
That is fantastic. The 1-1 is in there, called strike 2. Hall not a huge fan of it. Might ask, can I get that pitch in the top of the 5th inning? That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'd like
I
to have
that.
a cut-up jersey, the infamous cut-up jersey.
That start was my favorite White Sox start ever by a starting pitcher.
Oh, yeah. The 1-2 home on the outer third, called strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Blue Devils go down in order. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's Mustangs 4, Blue Devils 2. You're listening to Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. This game is shaking me all night long as we are in the top of the 5th inning. AC/DC reference. Come on, man.
Now batting the shortstop.
I just got a look from Nick.
Farina.
Like he doesn't know any other AC/DC other than Back in Black and Thunderstruck, which I'm disappointed in him for that.
No, I do. The reason I got you that look because I thought you thought was
No,
the song.
come on.
All right. All right.
Come on.
I apologize.
Come
I take
on.
that. I take that back.
Yeah, you better.
I apologize.
Who better? Yes, he should. Top of the order due up for the Mustangs here in the 5th inning. It's Farina, Wellington, and Pasella. As Lyons is working from the windup for the first time since the start of the last inning.
So he's done it a lot.
The pitch, yes, is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. School year starting to wind down for almost every school.
Unless you were in college, then it started to wind down in January.
All right. It was the pitch is outside, 2 balls, no strikes, and yeah, it's been winding down for me for a while. I'm not even gonna lie. Think about. Actually, I'm not gonna say it because my mom might be listening. The pitch is bounced in, 3 balls, no strikes.
That was Kendall Lyons' 69th delivery here on the evening. 4 hits, 4 runs, only 1 earned, 6 punch-outs, only 1 walk.
Could have waited 1 more for that even number. Decided to go the low road.
Nice.
The pitch is low on the 70th pitch, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Farina.
I was just letting our viewers know where he was at in terms of pitch count.
Thank you. I bet you they appreciate it.
They do.
Nice
reference.
All right, trivia answer. The 2019 Blue Devils. In his 11th year, it was Clint Smothers' team. I believe they went like 32-5, lost in the sectional semifinal, won at Stevenson. There's not a better place to win anything
Hate
other
Stevenson.
than Stevenson. All right, come on.
No, I'm kidding.
Come on.
I'm
We
kidding.
got some kids listening, hopefully.
I don't know. I haven't looked. Should I look?
No, we're good.
Okay. But Stevenson and Warren is a rivalry unlike any other. Like, because we're just so comparable in terms of class size, academics,
Pitch outside.
all sports we're pretty much competitive in for the most part. There might be a couple here, couple there.
I mean, it evens out like football and water polo, the blowouts there.
Sure.
But usually, like, football's closer games.
Right.
Blue Devils have taken a step ahead, throw over to first.
Which is always good.
Yeah. Statler and Waldorf with you here, the two men from the Muppets, here in the Don Howe press box. As the pitch is low, 6 straight balls to start off the inning for Lions.
Yeah, if I'm a coach right now or a catcher, if I see Kendall miss 6 straight, going out there to have just a little bit of a conversation doesn't even necessarily need to be about the game. Just talk him, slow him down, get him out of this rhythm, and just kind of take a deep breath and restart.
The 2-0 home is in there, called strike one, which, Nick, you say that, and I agree with you, but ever since the departure of Clay Kovac as a true pitching coach back after the 2019 season, going over to Wakanda, there hasn't been a pitching coach. So Dan Word, he's done a good job, but he's not a true pitching coach at the end of the day. The pitch is a ground ball to the right side, fielded by Barons. It was just foul. And the count's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I never had the opportunity to work with Kovac just outside of a couple side sessions at open gyms, but nothing crazy. But when I did get the chance to talk about it, he knew his stuff.
Oh.
Like, he knew mechanics, pitch grips, all of this. I'm not saying Coach Ward doesn't, but the difference in knowledge and experience that Kovac has is definitely superior to Ward.
You're not the IBCA assistant coach of the year for nothing.
Nope.
It's stuff like that, and that's really what I think. The pitch is a breaking ball in there, called strike 3, and down goes Wellington. He's not happy. Randy Lerner, the third base coach, also not happy, making his way. Wants to have a conversation with Mike Carter. Carter's not going to listen to that. He'll listen to it, but he won't entertain
the
it in.
conversation.
No, because he's been, I don't know if we talked about it, he's a former NHL ref, and
He does not care what you think.
no, he's heard much worse.
Definitely.
Much worse.
On a higher scale than high school baseball.
First pitch to Daniel Pacella's a healthy hack, fouled back. Were we on when we talked about how he officiated at the old Chicago Stadium? So we were not. Officiated the Detroit Red Wings for Chicago Blackhawks at the old Chicago Stadium. If you don't know about that rivalry, search it up. It might be some bloody content, but
And then some.
yeah. The pitch is in there, called strike 2 on a backdoor slider, I believe. And the count's now no balls and 2 strikes to the Illinois State commit.
This is the third time through the order for Lions going up against his Monday lineup. And it'd be interesting to see how he pitch sequences so far throughout the rest of the day.
The 0-2 is low. Good stop by Hall. Keep the ball in front, 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Pacella, I believe, in the first inning, was behind 1-2. They threw him a fastball. He almost hit that thing through the wind onto the softball field. Like, that thing was
Kind of like Tim
demolished.
Anderson last night.
Okay, well, I didn't need a reminder, but thank you for that.
I just have to remind you every time I see you. Slide step the pitch, ground ball through the 3-4 hole, base hit. Farina rounding second, heading for third. The throw is all the way to third. Pacella will take second. He is safe at second base. So Palmieri does not hit the cut, and it gives Pacella an extra 90 feet.
Yeah,
and 2 runners in scoring position.
That's a costly throw because
It's fundamental stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? When you see Mundelein do this stuff, they are hitting the cut every time. And it's just that those fundamental things. It's the little things. It's not hitting a home run. It's the little things like hitting the cut, getting a bunt down.
Well,
and we just haven't seen that being executed for the Blue Devils this year.
Well, it's that, but it's also is like you gotta be in the mindset is like you can't make that throw because where I saw it from this vantage point, by the time Palmieri got to that baseball, Who was the runner? Was it Farina? Is that who was the runner on third, I believe?
Yes.
He was within 15 feet of the bag. At that point, you just throw it in, hit a cut, because then you just gave up another 90 feet, and you take your defense out of a potential double play situation here.
So runners in scoring position. The first pitch is a tad bit inside to Strickland. Tommy Strickland. As I hear someone from the Mundelein dugout, come on, Tom. I don't know if that's a nickname. He goes around being called by Tom, but something we might not ever know. The 1-0 home, up and away for ball 2.
Wondering, Lions is at 81 deliveries so far, 52 strikes. So he's got about 24 pitches left per IHSA rules. He's got maybe this inning if he can get a quick 2 outs here and maybe starts the next one. Interesting to see how Clint Smothers deploys the
The
pen.
2-0 home, high fly ball left field. Palazzolo after it. He gets underneath it. He makes the grab. Farina tagging. He will score with ease. The throw is cut off. And a loud second out on a sac fly for Tommy Strickland puts the lead at 5-2 for the Mustangs.
Now batting left fielder Christian Seminario.
Yeah, just a good job by Strickland, just being able to manufacture runs. I've mentioned it a handful of times, whether you didn't catch the beginning half of this broadcast or whatnot, but Warren has played teams this year, especially we saw it on Thursday with Carmel. They manufacture their own runs. Warren just tries to take advantage and, more of a boomer bust kind of offense. As Lyons delivers a fastball swung on and missed by the batter Seminario. But it's like Warren doesn't manufacture their own runs. They struggle hitting with runners in scoring position. But you go around to all these baseball games, like you just see the other team doing it so well and having productive outs.
The 0-1 home is a slider in there called strike 2, so the count's now no balls and 2 strikes to Seminario, who singled his last time up. I believe it was to right field. As Nick just gives me a Jordan shrug.
He's single, I don't know where. All right, good job, Josh.
I am 2 for 2 right now. The 0-2 home swung on and missed. The ball gets away, and Seminaro will take first base. Pasella will take third base. So another strikeout for Kendall Lyons. Jake Hall unable to keep the ball in front of him. And the inning's still alive for Callis.
Yeah, that's just one of the things you got to try to keep the ball in front of you, and it's like you got to keep the ball in front of you. But now you could have been out of the inning. Now Kendall Lyons has to make more pitches, and I know that's just not going to make him happy.
Now batting first baseman Chris Callis.
Chris Callis steps in the right-handed batter's box. Lions trying to keep this a 3-run game, working from the stretch. A look at the runner, Seminaro on first, Pasella on third. A long look, the kick, the pitch. Gets a little past Hall, not far enough for Pasella to come charging home.
Thank you to our plate umpire, Mike Carter, for getting in the way of that one.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 in, 2 out, as Mike Carter will call time and dust off home plate. You can make a joke if you want to, but we're going to leave that up to you.
I'm not.
I think Carter actually is probably the best umpire in consistency on the strike zone.
Yeah, he's
year.
given you outside, but he's given it both ways.
The pitch is swung on foul to hit the batter, Callis.
That's the thing as an umpire is like you can give fastballs in, out, up, down, but as long as you got to do it both sides. As we look into the Blue Devil bullpen, that'll be senior, your roommate Aaron Gershold going to throw in the bullpen. Gershold worked in the Monday game an inning and 2/3, only needed 15 pitches to do so and record 5 outs.
The pitch is a slider. It's low. The runner goes into a rundown. Font will run him back all the way to first base no one will go anywhere. So honestly, that was the best case scenario instead of throwing the ball around the field. That was a confusing play.
No, so basically what Mundelein did, they did a delay,
We've
a
seen more
straight
try to do
steal
that.
pull up right? So basically the runner on first, he pulled up about within 10 feet of the bag, and his goal is to try to get in a rundown to allow the runner, Pasella at third, to score. You know, as a Warren player, I remember working on it at practices. What Font needs to do, he just needs to get the ball. He needs to walk him back, but
Once he gets back to first call time.
sure, but also that is like, if Pasella gets caught in no man's land, make a throw.
So it happens again as he goes into a rundown. Lions will chase after him all the way back to first, and he'll go back to the mound. So Mustangs probably get away with that against other teams.
Sure. Well, because Warren,
It's a play that Warren uses all the time.
it's a Warren they practice, they rep it so often. It's just something that becomes more and more. You know, what you want to do is typically you want to walk him back, but you want to make Pasella decide: is he going to head back to third? Is he going to throw back to home? But as you make that decision, you want to make a throw.
Runner goes, swung on and missed, strike three. It gets away. Hall throws down, and it is in time, and the inning finally is over. 2 2-out strikeouts for Lions. They get 1 run and leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Blue Devils chasing 3. You're listening to Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Palmieri then top up for the Blue Devils. They have 9 outs to play with, down by 3.
Now batting for
Nick
the Blue
Palmieri.
Devils, 21, Nick Palmieri.
Looking to get the inning going after going 3 up, 3 down in the previous inning for the Blue Devils. Now chasing 3, their largest deficit of the game.
Here in the bottom half of the 5th, as I fix our score bug, you know, got to have base runners.
The first pitch is upstairs to Palmieri. Anyway on, anyway over, anyway in.
Walk, hit, catcher's interference, you know, error,
Anything helps.
fielder's choice.
As Jersel still warms in the left field bullpen, we got another guy warming in the right field bullpen. The pitch is a tad low, but called strike 1.
I believe that is Ryan O'Toole warming up Jersel in the bullpen.
He is the third string catcher at this point in the year.
Emergency catcher.
So
Tim Palazzolo is the backup catcher as of right now.
the 1-1 home, a little bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
As we look into the Mundelein bullpen, I believe that is Zach Johnson resuming throwing. He was warming in, I believe, the 3rd inning.
As the pitch gets away from. The pitch is chopper to hopper to the shortstop. Unable to make the play is Farina. And like you said, anyway on, the chopper to hopper was a tough
Chopper
play.
2 Hopper. That should be like the name of a movie or something.
Yeah. A nice shout out to Ken the Hawk Harrelson. Farina had in his glove. He looked up before he was throwing. Came out of the glove.
Badgley.
And in steps Charlie Badgley.
Yeah, like I said, anyway on, but you know, you can't have any strikeouts. You need to put the ball in play because we've seen it happen 3 times. You put the ball in play, and you have to make Mundelein make a play.
The first pitch is a bit upstairs for ball 1 to Badgley. Badgley, first time today, he's not leading off the inning for the Blue Devils, so a runner on for him. One on. No outs. The pitch is up and in for
No,
ball
no,
two.
no.
Palmieri. Ball got out of the glove of Connolly. No, not far enough.
Anyway on, anyway works. It just got to, at this point in the ball game, down 3, you got to play station-to-station baseball. You can still play aggressive, but your aggressiveness has to be kind of calculated or measured in a sense. Because you can't be too overly aggressive, but you need to be aggressive enough because you can't start off an inning with a runner on first, taking advantage of an error, and then come out and head to the 6th inning without a run. You need a run here in this inning.
The 2-0 home is swung on, lined into shallow left field. My goodness, was Seminario playing shallow. He makes the grab with 2 hands, and Palmieri retreats back to first base, 1 away. As Barons will step up
Now batting number 22, Adam Barron.
with the magic stick in his hand. Wearing the Carolina blue New Balance cleats today.
I really like those.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful.
I mean, too bad he's not going to Carolina with those. The first pitch to Barons is outside for ball 1.
Carolina, I'm sure, would be happy to have him. They should have him.
I mean, my goodness, those are
Beautiful.
squeaky clean.
I think he got him at the end of last year, but because he was hurt, he didn't play.
Yeah,
He
he's
didn't have to use them.
the 1-0 home is popped into the left side. Strickland calling for it. He makes the grab in shallow left field. Runs the ball in. Palmieri will retreat. And Adam Shills will step to the plate.
Now batting number 27, Adam Shields.
I don't know. I have the window open. I know you can probably hear, but Nick
Oops.
is hitting puberty.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I need a drink. Hold on.
Yeah, he's going to sip his Arizona green tea as Shills steps in the left-handed batter's box. Feeling better? You're not you and you're hungry. The first pitch is inside, nearly hits him. 1 ball, no strikes. On Shills. Shills the batter, Muster the pitcher in his 5th inning of work. The pitch, check swing, he went around. According to Mike Carter.
It wasn't even really close.
Shills didn't think so. He kind of questioned Mike Carter, so Mike Carter goes and questions. Says, did he go to his
Yeah, might as well
base
check.
umpire?
Might as well check.
Can you do that after the fact?
Yeah.
Can you? After you call it a strike, can you check afterwards?
Sure.
Okay. The 1-1 home is in the dirt. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Palmieri got on via an error by Farina. The pitch is swung on and missed, like a half-hearted swing. Shill's not so happy with himself.
Yeah, right now with Shills, you just got to be able to put the ball in play. I mean, you just got to be able to put the ball in play. We saw it working in the first inning with a check swinging bunt. You know, just got to be able to put it in play, 2 strikes, have a productive out right here. Like, you don't want an out, but, you know, just if you want to make it out on the bases, at least make sure Palmieri scores.
The 2-2 home outside ball 3, so the runner will be in motion.
Yeah, that
It's
was
Palmieri.
Yeah, that was a good hold by Shills. You know, they've been kind of working him outside this at bat. You know, he's kept his composure, just being able to, after that whole check swing debacle, you know, just being able to regain his composure, you know, and work a full count.
Callis behind, runner goes. The pitch is cold. Strike 3. Baird. Shills tried to sell it by running down to first base. He goes down looking. Blue Devils get the leadoff man aboard, but 3 outs right after that. We go to the 6th inning. It's Mustangs 5, Blue Devils 2. You're listening to Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Welcome back to the Allman Road campus. Some scores around the North Suburban Conference. Libertyville is beating Zion Benton 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. As first pitch from Kendall Lyons is popped into left field. Underneath it is Palazzolo. He makes the grab running in. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Lake Zurich is beating the Lake Forest Scouts 3-0 in the top of the 7th inning. So there's your update.
What about Waukegan? Waukegan playing anybody today?
I'm trying to think of the teams in the conference. Stevenson, I believe they'd be playing Stevenson today.
Yeah.
As I will try to get that going quickly.
I'll take over.
The pitch is swung on and missed. Sorry about that, Nick.
Now batting the second baseman, Connor Wheat.
The Patriots are up 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th over
Waukegan.
Waukegan.
Yeah, they might have not thrown Solis.
The pitch is blown away for ball 1. Aguirre is pitching for the Bulldogs. The 1-1 home swung on and lined up the middle base hit.
Yeah, nothing you could really do there if you're Kendall Lyons. You just threw a good fastball. You just put it up the middle. Now Connolly's up. It looks like we might have a pinch hitter. It'll be number 8. It'll be Miller.
So Nate Miller, or as I like to call him, Leary Garcia, will come off the bench. Yes, Nate Miller. As they will talk at the home plate is Randy Lerner with Mike Carter. Make the switch. Miller wearing the number 8.
8675309.
Yeah, I would say good guy, Nate Miller, White Sox fan.
I thought you were going to talk about Tommy Two-Tone.
8675309.
I need to make her mine.
Well, that's what he's batting this year. 867.
5309.
Yeah. 5 home runs. 30 stolen bases, 9 walks.
Pinch hitting for the Mustangs, number 8, Nate Miller.
Miller is a wide receiver. Now
Multi-sport athlete.
multi-sport athlete. He did play basketball last year for the Mustangs. Decided to lead the Red Rage, is what they call themselves, the student crew for the Mustangs. Over on Midlothian Road, the first pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Miller coming into the game, only batting $192, Larry Garcia territory.
Really?
Just below the Mendoza line.
He has the 8 in there. The 0-1, he shows bunt. He gets it down to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Lyons. The dash, the flip. It is in time and a successful sack bunt for Mr. Garcia, also known as Mr. Miller. Get some high fives from the dugout, as that'll bring up the top of the order in Michael Farina.
Yeah, that was basically a pinch hit bunt right there. It's basically why Mundelein deployed Miller. Get him in the sacrifice. Because then Connolly will probably re-enter per IHSA rules. He will re-enter and do the catching. They will burn Miller, but at least he got in the game, and he did some productive with the bat for Mundelein. Now they have a runner in scoring
I
position.
think he's done something more productive just in that at-bat than Larry Garcia has done all year. But besides the point, the first pitch to Farina, breaking ball, diving play by Jaquez. He fumbles the ball, he throws over to first, it gets away. Farina will round second. He'll make the turn to third. He'll put on the brakes to throw. It gets away from Shills. But Farina goes nowhere.
Yeah, just a bad play by Jaquez. He was able to make the stop, but once he bobbled that ball, there's just one of those scenarios where it's like, you don't need to make that throw right there because you make the great play. He didn't really have time with the leadoff hitter Farina getting well down the line, just airmailed the throw to Barons. 1 run scores because of it. It's just one of those costly errors that'll just lose you baseball games. As we have a courtesy runner taking off at second base. Not sure who that is. It might be... Oh, it's not. Oh, all right. Maybe not. Not a courtesy runner, as the batter, Drew Wellington, who I forgot to announce because I was doing Josh's job, takes a curveball inside. Josh, here you go.
Thank you. I spilled my water. Yeah, kind of got excited. Kind of tipped the water. Didn't want to get it on the gear, so decided.
Good call.
Decided there's gonna be no fires and no electrocution tonight.
Fuego.
The downhill press box would no longer be there. Ground lined past the diving glove of Font. It gets down. Farina will score, and just like that, it is nearly out of hands.
It's floodgates have opened, and it looks like there's going to be a pitching change right now for the Blue Devils as Coach Word makes his way out. We have a pitching change, and Blue Devils down 5 right here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Lions' day is done. Jersold on. We'll give you all the changes when we come back. You're listening to the Blue Devil Radio Network.
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back to Lakeshore Drive. Soldier, as I am getting bad looks, the music is not my fault. It is not my fault. It's their fault. It is not my fault. I don't understand this. We have some changes. Aaron Jersold is now in to pitch. Adam Schulz will move from short to left. Font will move over to the other Minfield spot at shortstop. Barons will move from first to second. And Kendall Lyons will move from the mound to first base, as I will probably get some hateful text messages as Bear Down Chicago Bears just plays, as it'll be Jersold. It'll be Jersold versus Pasella, and I send it across the booth to my partner, Josh Post.
Thanks, Nick. The best color guy, color commentator in Warren history. The first pitch is inside for ball 1 to Pasella. Jersold in for the second time this week. Kicks and delivers on the outside corner, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 out, 2 in for the Mustangs. 7-2, 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Mustangs. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Devils. A pick over to first. Back in time is Wellington. Wellington. Gotta stop second guessing myself. Done it like 3 times. That's what got me on some tests.
It happens.
The 1-1 home, runner goes. The pitch is inside. The throw from the knees is way too tardy. And Wellington takes second base.
Gersold on for the 11th time, supporting a 2.45 ERA. 2 starts. Most of his work this year for Warren has been out of the bullpen through an inning and 2/3 on Monday night against Mundelein. Left on left here versus the batter Pasella.
As the pitch is in there, called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls? 2 balls and 2 strikes, correct? Yeah.
2-2. 2-2.
Desmond.
The skirt.
No, Desmond. The 2-2 home swung on and fouled off the leg of Pasella. And we will redo the 2-2.
Pasella, as big as a power threat as you will find anywhere really in the state of Illinois. 8 home runs to his name. 25 RBIs, 9 doubles, and a triple. So that's 18 extra base hits for Pasella.
The 2-2 high pop-up right at the mound. Calling for it is everybody. Jaquez will make the catch, falling into Font. And that will retire the side. The Mustangs get 2 runs. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 7-2 Mustangs.
It wouldn't be a late inning IHSA baseball game if there weren't wholesale changes here at the Almond campus. There are, as Lyons steps in. The new pitcher is Caden Morton. We have a new first baseman. I believe that is Shane O'Malley in for Callis. As I send it across the broadcast booth to Josh Pose. Josh.
Thank you very much, Nick. As the first pitch from Morton is on the lower third, called strike 1. About O'Malley, I played summer ball with him on the Illinois Lightning. Good guy, Shane O'Malley. Funny guy. As the pitch is once again a little bit low, but called strike 2 on Lions. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Blue Devils chasing 5 with 6 out remaining. The pitch is bounced, hits about 3/4 of the way or 2/3 of the way up on the netting.
Morton,
Ball, 2 strikes.
this is his 14th appearance for the Mustangs, leads the team 1-1 with a 2.21 ERA, 19 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, 17 walks. Struggles with some control at times.
As we saw there, the pitch is a fastball upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Lions.
Down 5, you gotta the approach of Warren probably take until you get a strike, play station to station baseball, and see what happens.
The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3 at a fastball. Lions goes down swinging 1 away. As that will bring up Tony Font.
Now batting number 6, Tony Font.
Final step in. Jacques waits patiently on deck. Blue Devils had this game in reach in the 4th inning. We're only down 1. And then the Mustangs rattled off 4 unanswered so far here in the top half of the 6th, or bottom 6th rather.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch swung on high, pop up towards the right side of the infield. O'Malley calling for it, but he's called off by Week. He makes the grab right where O'Malley was just standing. Better angle. Font retired. 2 away.
Now batting number 28, Albert Jacques.
Nick, just saw it again going on the twitter.com. Flyovers. Immediate chills.
Love me a good flyover.
Good flyover. Every time, no matter if it's May 4th.
It's kind of like how I'm like with the anthem at sporting events. It's just the whole kind of like the vibe and just the surrealness of it.
Pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that chills. I'm not going to lie. I like God Bless America on Sundays at games.
Yeah.
Huge fan. As the pitch is ground ball to the left side, fielded cleanly by Farina. A couple shuffle steps, throws over to O'Malley in time. Now retire the side. The Blue Devils go up 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 7th inning. It's Mustangs 7, Blue Devils 2. You're listening to the Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. It's getting late in the game, so everyone's getting sleepy, and some lullabies from John Denver about Rocky Mountain High. Next thing you know, we're going to be going to West Virginia as the first pitch.
I think what we really
Strickland
need
swung
to
on
head
miss.
into the bottom half of the 7th is Mr. Blue Sky. You know, if we're just going to cover nature. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Or not.
Well, the pitch is grounded.
Not a
Cue shot to the right
Mr.
side
Blue
foul.
Sky fan?
Can't recall that song. Do you want to sing it for me?
I will not.
Dang
I will not do that.
Dang it.
I'm sorry.
I tried it, though.
Once you hear it, once you hear it, you will know it.
Well, we're in Colorado. How about we just go to West Virginia with more John Denver? This
West
pitch is in the
Virginia,
dark.
mountain mama,
And
take me home,
Yeah, I love-
country
I-
road.
so now you're singing.
I like that song.
So I was on vacation somewhere, and we were listening. It's like, where are you from? So the guy said, as the pitch is low and the balls counts now 2 balls and 2 strikes, he said, I'm from almost heaven. Really? Really? And everyone knew what he was talking
That's
about.
awesome.
He's from almost heaven, West Virginia.
I love that. That's awesome.
The pitch is lined into left field, a base hit for Strickland.
That's awesome. I love that.
It was interesting, but everyone knew what he was talking about. It was a great thing.
I was talking with a friend who was in a tournament last summer at Cincinnati. They're like, travel tournaments in bigger cities. You're like, get a bunch of teams from all around the country. They're like, oh, where are you from? Chicago. Oh, what state's that? It's like, because
Chicago is the state,
yeah.
huh?
Well, they literally thought after he told them is like, oh, Chicago's not a state. That's all we hear about. It's like, yeah, well, it's in Illinois.
Pitch is inside ball
south
one.
of Wisconsin, west of Indiana, east of Ohio. That one.
I mean, other than Chicago, we're just a nothing state. And Six Flags. Six Flags, sorry.
Great Wolf Lodge,
Yeah.
Gurney Mills.
I mean,
Sorry.
the pitch is swung on, grounded, past the diving glove of Font, a base hit into left field. So 2 base hits to left field. And that will bring up Christopher Crowless.
Looks
As-
like we will get a pinch hitter.
We're going to get a pinch
Callis.
bunter here. I'm going to say that
Probably.
because I watched
Who can bunt?
Coach Barucki, father of Ryan Barucki,
Member of the Blue Jays?
Blue Jays,
Okay.
member of the Blue Jays starting staff. I watched him go up to Randy Lerner and say, I can't really do. We don't have a camera in here. Give the bunt signal.
Twist and shout.
And it looks
Twist
like it
and
will
shout.
be
Come on,
Shane O'Malley. Yes. O'Malley's getting his batting gloves on and will step to the plate. He'll step into the right-handed batter's box on a quick jog. I think he knows what his job is here. I believe it
Pitching
is
for
to
the
bunt.
Mustangs, number 18, Shane O'Malley.
So O'Malley up to bat.
Oh, they were going to re-enter Callis. Yes. All right. I had them in, but they didn't want to do that. Right.
O'Malley, in, no outs, first and
You gotta
second.
bring in Jacquez. I mean, they weren't hiding that he's going to come in and bunt.
Think anybody with a
He
baseball
shows
brain.
bunt. The pitch is pulled back.
Think
Ball
anybody
one,
with a baseball
ball.
brain knows that a bunt was going to happen. Everybody and their grandmother.
So Lions playing way in. Jacquez covering the bag at third.
If I'm O'Malley, I'm getting a bunt down
He
third base
shows.
side now.
Fold back, pitch is high.
If I'm O'Malley right here, I'm trying to get a bunt down the third base side because the way Warren's playing it, Lions in on the grass, that means Aaron Jersold is responsible for the third base line. And being a left-handed pitcher, that's kind of an awkward to grab the ball and then fire over to first. So it'll be interesting to see where he places this bunt.
He shows bunt again. He pulls back, and the pitch is low. Ball 3. So
Found a strike.
3 pitches, 3 balls, and they were all showing bunt.
Yeah, at this point, just throw something right down the middle. Make him hit it.
He's showing bunt. The pitch is in there, called strike 1.
Now he doesn't want to bunt. Well, now he'll bunt.
3 balls, 1 strike on O'Malley. Randy Lerner giving signs. Randy Lerner, the husband of Mrs. Lerner, the Spanish teacher at the Almond Road campus. He shows bunt once again. He pulls back. It's called strike 2.
I had Mrs. Lerner
I did too.
junior year
So did I.
before the whole world shut down.
I had her while the world was shut down. So, didn't get a full year with Mrs. Lerner. Enjoyed.
Neither did I.
Wasn't a huge fan of Spanish, but I enjoyed the way she taught. The 3-2 home, O'Malley shows bunt. He pulls back and he works a walk. It was a bit high. And the bases are loaded with nobody out, and that'll bring up
Number 17,
Jacob Bussey. So Jake Hall will go talk to his battery mate, Aaron Jersold, as the bases are now loaded. 2 singles to left and a walk to Shane O'Malley have the bases loaded now.
Warren looks like they're trying to play for 2 up the middle, but corners will fire home. Interesting call. I'd be a bigger fan of just bringing them in halfway. Don't have to bring everybody in on the grass, but bring them in halfway.
The first pitch swung on high, fly ball, left center field, Shills underneath it. He'll come under it, catch, tagging, and scoring is Strickland. No other advancement as Shills hits the cut, 1 away, and the runners are on first and second.
Now batting, number 9, Connor Week.
In steps Connor Week. Nick, I know you just won a bet on the White Sox Cubs game.
I actually didn't.
You didn't.
I
You didn't
I pl-
place the bet.
I placed it yesterday, and then this morning I was listening to a friend of our podcast, Connor McKnight, on doing a radio hit on ESPN 1000. Thought about placing the bet. Sit down, and then I looked at the clock. I was like, "Oh damn, I need to get to school." So then I never actually placed.
You never placed the bet, but Abreu home run
free money.
in the first inning.
He had good odds,
His
too.
8th homer in 78 career at-bats at Wrigley Field.
It's insane.
12 home runs in 38 games versus the Cubs. The pitch is a shallow pop-up to right field. Going after it is Barons. He makes the grab on the run. You take it on the run, baby. 2 away.
Take it on the run, baby.
Hey, that was good.
Thank you.
I didn't even get a laugh from the people that should know the song.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's the smile.
It's okay. Good job by Barons being able to track down the fly ball just beyond first base, make a catch instead of it landing.
Now batting number
So
7.
2 away now. 1 in. Runner on first and second. As Danny Connolly steps in. The pitch is on the outer third, called strike 1.
Blue Devils have a lot of work to do if they want a chance to come back in this one here in the bottom of the 7th. Still 1 out away. Jersel's still working.
The pitch is
Yes,
a
he
check
did.
swing. Did he go all the way around? Yes, he did. According to our base umpire standing on the shortstop side of second base. The pitch is in the dirt. Good stop by Hall, keeping the runners from going.
No. Don't make that throw. No need to force
no
it through
need.
to second
At
base.
this point, there's no need.
Get the ball back to Aaron, and then move on.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, 1 in, 8-2 Mustangs. Jersel kicks and delivers a cue shot to the right side. Fielded by Barons. He makes an underhanded flip on the run. Once again, you can take it on the run as he runs back into the dugout, and that will retire the side. They get 1 run and leave a pair on stranded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Blue Devils chasing a ton. You're listening to the Warren Blue Devil Radio Network. Welcome back to the Almond Road campus. Blue Devils chasing a touchdown with a missed PAT. The PAT being good would mean the Blue Devils win. It's easier said than done, but I've seen crazier happen as Sam Schmidt steps in.
It'd be fitting
The
today.
pitch is low for ball 1.
It'd be fitting. Have another comeback on the day Coach Smothers is recognized for
Yeah.
win number 300.
That was a comeback. After this game, or if you're in the car right now, as the 1-0 is swung on, line to shallow center field, actually deeper than I thought it was. Drew Wellington make the catch, kind of drifting back 1 away. If you're in the car, maybe take a stop to the Oak Plain Road campus to watch the top 5 ranked lacrosse team, boys lacrosse team, play against, I think, the number 2, the 2nd ranked Scouts of Lake Forest at.
Who'd they just did they play
just
York?
played York. They
Okay.
lost in a tough one. The score doesn't really show. It was 7-6 with about 25 seconds left. York piled it on.
Gotcha.
So-
So it's kind of this. You look at a hockey box score and you can't really
Yes.
take it into.
It's like
take it with a grain of salt
it's,
because
it's
of
the empty net goals. Like
empty
it's like,
net.
oh my God, they lost by 4. No, they didn't. They
No,
lost by 1
right.
or 2. So
Right.
Jeremy Walton will step in. Walton batting .271 this year. As the first pitch is outside ball 1 from Morton.
Walton, the pinch hitter, comes into the game batting .271 on the season, 13 hits.
The 1-0 is foul and it hits Walton, but it's still foul.
5 extra base hits for Walton, still looking for home run numero uno.
You're really just going through all the stats, aren't you, right now?
I am.
Is it one of those 7th innings?
We're there. We're there. Got to fill it somehow.
The 1-1 home outside and low for ball 2. 2-4, Jeremy Walton.
Trinity International University in Deerfield commit, going to play both football and baseball, a 2-sport athlete in college.
As the pitch is on the outside corner, called strike 2. International and Deerfield kind of doesn't mix well, I would say.
That's what it's called.
TIU. I know a couple people. I know my middle school gym teacher actually played football there, Mr. Jager.
There you go.
The 2-2 is outside, and the count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I believe that is Tommy Beardman, who's got a bat in the on-deck circle. Looks like he will bat for Paul Mary.
I don't want to. I'm going to just say this. Wow, he kind of looks like Sam Schmidt a little bit from here.
Yeah, right-handed Sam Schmidt.
The pitch is grounded to the left side, fielded cleanly by Strickland. A fastball all the way over. A good stretch by Shane O'Malley. And 2 away as Tommy Beardman will step to the plate. Ryan O'Toole will be waiting if Beardman gets on.
Hitting for the Blue Devils, number 15, Tommy Beardman.
The crazy thing, not crazy little thing, it's not called love. After O'Malley caught the ball, he gave the ball to Connolly, who was running down the line trying to beat Walton down the line, and that's how they started the throw around the horn.
You see more and more teams do that because
It's the fundamentally sound teams that do that.
Yep.
Because it's rewarding the catcher for running down and backing up instead of having the right fielder back up.
because he's got to run 90 feet with the runner because he's got a closer distance to run than the right fielder. Second baseman, you can't always count on him to get over there to back up a throw to first base.
First pitch to Beardman's outside for ball 1.
As Ryan O'Toole has also grabbed a bat, he is on deck.
The pitch lined into right center field. Wellington after it. He gets called off by Pasella. He makes the grab, and that will be the game. Mustangs win and complete the sweep 8-2. They get 8 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors. The Blue Devils 2 runs on just 3 hits and 2 errors. Our next broadcast will be Saturday. Doubleheader, Nick.
Senior day.
Senior day, doubleheader. It's going to be a great day. Hopefully it'll be warm outside.
Hope so.
We'd like to thank you for listening to us. We know the outcome wasn't great, but the broadcast was great after the second inning because that's when our mics finally turned on. For Nick Palazzolo, I'm Josh Pose. We want to thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe, and as always, go Blue Devils.